everyone, it's Rip here, aka Clash, aka Ripper Jack. Welcome to an episode of How the Hell Do I Play Blaze of Battle? This target right here is not bubbled. I hope we attack that. We'll need to rally it. Let's see here. 375k for a rally if needed, or 450. I'll do either. Okay, so I'm attacking dead cities over here. The gem drops just finished, so we won the KVK against K7 and K8. So we've had 4 days of gem tiles, which means some of these dead cities are just packed with resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my handheld device for my main account, and then I'm going to pull up another account, and I'm going to just go over a couple of things about this game, because it is still my favorite game. Let me see how I've been playing it for over a year now, and man, it's still my favorite. Hey, that's a good one there. I mean, I've had some that had 26 mil in food, or some that have had 16, 17, 18 mil in wood or stone or whatever. But for these small ones right here, this one right here is not bad. Now I will add my dragon on this so that I can get all that in 2 hits. And it does look like we are going to rally this guy. So it's a 700 mil account. And I might this might end up being a rally on that account. So while I'm waiting for that, here's what I'll do. I'll just do an overview of some things on this game, because I've gotten a lot of emails from people who just don't understand it. And one of the things I really like about this game, since I'm not a spender, this game allows me to compete with the bigs. Like here. All right, you'll see that I'm in top 3 right there. So that is from having multiple accounts. And when they have these events, like this weekend, they're having a monster event. And the monsters will drop prizes, which will have gems in them. And gems is how you speed up your research and all that stuff. So what I do is I use these alts to see anything that has Rip in it is mine, and then the 2 William Wallace accounts are mine. That one's mine. Hey, you know, that's not bad, alt at 500 mil, but that's not the one. Where'd it go? Right here. So that's an alt of mine. So you know what, that's not bad, because we have in our alliance, we have some people that have been playing longer than I have, and they're at 150, 200 mil. These other alts are farms, so they produce a certain type of resource. But what I use them for mostly is to attack these monsters, because during these times when they have these events, you can send all your gifts to your main account, like this right here. I had about 200 of these gifts on this one account. I still have another account that has about 600 of these, so I send them all to this account, and then each gift will have 200, 400, or 800 gems, or it might have an advanced port, so I can port around, which is worth 700 gems, or it might have a 24-hour bubble. So right there, I'm already close to 2,000 gems on there. I think I figured up around 100 of these gifts equals around 25,000 gems, I think. So I've got another 100,000 at least on another account that I haven't sent the gifts over to yet. Anyway, that's what I really like about this game, is that you can get alternate accounts, and I use App Cloner. That's the name of it, App Cloner, so that I can open all these accounts on one device without having to log in to all the accounts. So basically, I would just close this out and scroll on my device to the next page or whatever, and I name each account whatever their name is. Anyway, let me go over just a couple of things here. In your city, when you build something, like I'm going to build these quarries, maybe I'll do that later. Let me see when this ends. Okay, I could do this Inferno right now then. Your knights, your knight positions are very important, because your knights give you a boost in your, as you see here, your engineer has a 30% boost in construction. So when I build those buildings, they'll be 30% faster if I have this knight as an engineer. Now, if I dismiss all of these, there's 4 different knight positions. If I dismiss them all, then I'll lose the boost. So let's do an example. Let's finish up these troops here. Bear with me, but we want to make sure that you understand how important this is. And I guess I'll go over the Inferno as well, because my Inferno boost on the solo gets me 2,500 gems, 2,700, 2,800 gems right there. All right, and then there is the solo one that is every hour, and this one I just got 80 gems plus a chest and 2 dragon energies, which come in handy for those events. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll finish these. I'm going to do it all. I'm not going to pause and come back later. All right, now let's do an example for troop training. So say I'm going to train some archers. So it will take 1 day. I'm going to round up 1 day and 20 hours, or 1 day 1951, to do 24,000 troops, 24,720. All right, so 1951, I'm going to round up 25,000 troops. Now I'm going to go back, and you remember those numbers. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to assign a knight as a commander, because that increases the troop training speed. So I'll put a max knight there, which I have 4 that are maxed out, so that's nice, almost a 5th. And then I'll go back, and now it's 24,720, the same amount, but instead of 1 day, 19 hours and 51 minutes, it's 18 hours and 30 minutes. So it cut off an hour and 21 minutes. Doesn't seem like a lot, but everything adds up in this game. Now I'll go and change my gear on my dragon. So I have some presets. Put these on. These give me another 12% boost for my troops, so it doesn't take as long to train them. So now that I have that on, I will go back here, and now we are at 30,000, so it bumped us up to 30,420 troops, and 1 day, 23 hours and 47 minutes. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me go back, because that's not fair, because I changed, that has different skill sets under my dragon. So let me go back to this one. That's where it's at. Let me do this right. I'm not going to pause and just cut that out and redo it. I don't have time. I've been under the weather, like really bad for so long. So if I start doing too much editing, this just won't get finished. All right, so let's do the right thing. So we'll be back at the same amount. No, my bad. My bad. God, I'm going to have to just cut some of that out. Because now that I see, this is how sick I've been. Now I think about it, I was here. I was on this. So I'm not even going to start this over. I'm afraid if I do, I'll never finish it because I've been feeling so bad. All right, but I know that's the preset that I was on. So we'll go back. This will give us the same numbers for the amount that we're training. And I apologize. So there we go. We're back to 24,720. And instead of 1 day, 19 hours and 51 minutes, we're down to 1 day and 17 hours, basically. So we've cut almost 4 hours off of training for 24,000 T3 troops. So that's actually a lot. Where I want to train them at, though, is not that setting, because that one, I'm not so sure that's my best setting. But this one, I'll put these back on. This setting I have set up where I can train the most amount of troops, which is still not a lot because I changed some things to get my monster hits bigger. And anyway, all right, so now that you know how the night positions work, make sure that you're putting the knights in the right positions. Now I'm going to go ahead and get one of these started here, and then I'm going to go to the construction, and I'm going to build these quarries. So now I have a preset for building. However, it's got all monster stuff, so now I got to go in and put on this construction gear. But I'm fine with that because what I've been doing is I have this gear for level 6 monsters, and I've been killing them in 38 hits and averaging just a little over 1 million experience per hit on the 38 hits, which is pretty good, I think. If someone has it higher, let me know. And then with this event coming up this weekend, the dragon experience is going to be doubled. So I'm going to average over 2 mil per hit. And since we won KVK, we have this boost, which is going to give me an extra 20%. So my goal during this 4 days is to try to get my dragon from 59 to 60. All right, now I'm going to go here. I'm going to upgrade this. Oh, let me before I do it here, let's do this. Where are we at? On 17. So we're going to upgrade, and it won't give us how long it takes until we have enough food. All right, so it's 1 day 1407. 1 day 1407. Now I'm going to go set my night. 1 day 1407. So now I put a night in position. 1 day 1407. Now it's 1 day 1151. So it's almost 3 hours cut off. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Trust me, it all adds up. But 3 hours is 3 hours. So I'm going to get this started here. And I already ran out of food. My troops eat food so fast. It's just very frustrating. But I'm going to go ahead and get this started here. I'm changing over from iron to stone because I have quite a few iron alts. All right, so I've got that going, and while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and assign my other 2 knights so I don't forget. Now, if you're attacking somebody, make sure your highest level knight is the commander, because you see you get a troop attack boost. When you're doing research, make sure your highest knight is your magician, engineer. You can see it right there. And then your logistics person is going to help your gold and resource production. Like your houses produce gold, you can click on production there, and it tells you what you produce per hour. I can click on the iron, and it tells me I'm producing like 1 million an hour, which is not real good, but you can get gear for your dragon for that stuff. All right, so now I go back, and it seems like a lot of work, but now I got to go back and change this and put on the right gear to save on these troops, but it's well worth doing. All right, so that's your knights, and I just caught myself saying so again. I'm trying to stop because I'll just say it. I'll go back and watch this, and I'll say so and so, so many times. Are we rallying? That jerk bubbled. Did so I think someone emailed him because they're saying he bubbled now. All right, let's see what happened here. All right, so we had somebody that tipped off Sicko Cloud. That's a good name for him. Sicko Cloud. He's a sicko, trust me. He talks bad about his wife. I mean, come on. All right, anyway, let me go over a couple other things on here. We have that. Okay, how about this? Forging. When you go into your blacksmith, if you're just starting, you don't want to forge anything, but you can combine stuff. And if you're just starting out, actually, this is a whole nother subject because it can turn into, you don't want to forge stuff as epic. Sometimes you want to leave it as level 5. Like the accursed rings, when you're first starting out, leave them as rare because it takes so long to get epic. So I'll just leave this now as is for the knights. I'm just scrolling, see if there's anything else. I just can't think of anything right now, but knight positioning is important. Something else that you can do is click items down below, go to my items, and then you can just scroll through these. And then if you have things that need to be used, you can just click them here, like VIP points. I can cash these in here instead of going to my city, clicking on the VIP and saying use that. And then the timed VIP stuff is here, so I could click those. But click my items, go through your miscellaneous stuff, and if you have things that need to be clicked, you can click them. Combat, your dragon experience is under there. So if I wanted to go do my dragon, right here, my dragon experience, I can do it right here. Okay, I can level up that other knight, but I have to go onto the knight for that. And then chest is going to have, if you've collected any chests from events and things like that. But I'll just leave this as a knight position because I've gone way too long. I've just rambled. But you do know to have knights in the right position, and you can change gear and stuff to make things faster. So thanks for watching, and I'll try to do another video ASAP.